Well, I had a feeling this movie was gonna suck. Dilly yuck. Yeah, I knew this was gonna be pretty bad. Okay, hold on. Just hang on a second. Just gonna play a trailer of that movie right now. Just hold on a second. Sorry, I'm sending you to the darkness. I'm just trying to type down on what I'm about to put on. Let's be honest that we all know this one was gonna suck hard. Sure, they got the cast members to play them. I had this feeling this was gonna be a big, huge flop of a movie. Okay. To be honest, I am really getting tired of these Disney live action remakes. Seriously, I am really getting tired of these ones. I got nothing to say. They've been doing these since the early 90s. The first one they did was basically the Jungle Book 1994 film. It's pretty good. It seemed passable. They actually did like the 101 Dalmatians movies. They actually did like a few of them. They were pretty good. I also did like that and enjoyed the Jungle Book 2016 remake. There are some remakes I love very much, and some of them were the worst. Not to mention The Lion King 2019 kinda sucks because of their motionless faces. This is what this movie is kinda like. It doesn't seem like Disney's gonna get any better. They're kinda be doing the same old thing. For me, I'm pretty smart to not go see this movie. So yeah, I refuse to see a film that just came out a few days ago. So yeah, I just refuse to not go see this movie. Because as who wants to see the doors that look like this? Look at that. They look like abominations of the reference of Michael Bay's TMNT Ninja Turtles. Because they look hideous. They look ugly. What happened to the good old times that they used to, oh, I don't know, put them in makeup? I mean, they already did like a Snow White live action movie years ago of Christina Applegate or whatever her name is. They did that years ago, so. Oh, wasn't that enough already? It had like Nathan Lane in it. Acted like a dog. Nobody talks about that movie, or Snow White the Huntsman movie. Weren't they enough already? But no, they had to cash up all that dove's worth. I don't got nothing to talk about. I had that feeling this movie was gonna bomb and flop horribly. I'd rather rewatch the old classic than watch this heap of trash. I'm trying not to be mean. Who am I kidding? That's my job to talk about this movie. already know that they're gonna do these kind of movies these again and again and again and again. We've seen this all before already. They've already done these so many times. It gets old after a while. But this is pretty much how it is now. And I know Lilo and Stitch is going to come out very soon, but I'll probably do my angry rant on these kind of live action movies we're getting. It just ain't doing too well. Sure, they tried to make the evil queen menacing, but they just failed at it. They just not seem to give a damn or care about how they do our favorite Disney movies, classics, and just make them look as bad as they are. Pretty soon they're gonna make another one like Disney's Hercules, Sword in the Stone, Atlantis, Pirates of... Oh wait, they already did Pirates of the Caribbean. Treasure Planet, all that stuff. It just seemed like they're just running out of ideas. It just kind of kills the mood of ruining one of our beloved childhood films we know and love as a kid. Sure, they're trying to do their best at it. At least they try to put some time and effort into them, but when they did The Little Mermaid I watched like a few times, at least they look like they have time and effort, but some of them are like half-assed as possible. It just seemed like they should not do any more of these, but no, they're just gonna keep on making more of these until there's like nothing left. This is pretty much how it is. This is pretty much like redoing in your favorite classic movies and somehow destroying them. So I'm kind of the only person here that is not gonna go see this movie unless I rent it at the library. This movie does have like a few songs in them, but this is just pretty much how it is now. They're just gonna keep on doing the same old thing over and over again. I just don't. I really don't want to go see these live action movies anymore. Excuse me. They kind of ruin like Beauty and the Beast. They ruin and Disney's Aladdin. They ruin when Alice in Wonderland. They even ruin one of the greatest movies of all time, which I'm pretty sure is coming out very soon. Probably Hunchback of Notre Dame. Lane the Tramp I watched wasn't super bad, but still, it seemed a little bit way too long to watch. They're just kind of redoing the same old thing so many times you just get sick of them. And I am just so tired of these ones. I mean, the only time I want to go see a pretty good live action movie was that Jungle Book 2016 film. That might have been the last time I had to go see a Disney live action movie, and that's pretty much it. That was like 9 years ago. And I kind of hate when they had to redesign some of the characters. Even though Peter Dinklage would feel a little bit disappointed that he's not in this movie. But, come on. Why make another one? There's like no point. This is pointless. This is just seems to destroy a pretty good classic fairy tale we know and love that we talked about the good old times of old classic fairy tales like these ones. That Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs was a good classic film. It had good hand-drawn animation. It had time and effort into it. It had amazing characters. It had wonderful well cast and interesting characters. We know they did that one as the very first Disney film of all time in 1939, or was it 38 or 37? Either way, it was fantastic. Like work of art of backgrounds and fantastic storybook opening. It just seemed so perfect back then. It just seemed so glorious. It seemed more colorful and more interesting. You felt like you're part of the story. And you just felt like the love and kindness, and you would feel the sadness of Snow White getting poisoned by the apple by the evil queen. Because she's jealous of her true beauty. Because a magic mirror on the wall tells her that she is more fairest than the evil queen herself. And she's jealous and wants to dispose of her once and for all. All the 7 Dwarfs were pretty memorable. Sneaky, Dopey, Doc, Bashful, Happy, and Grumpy are the most interesting characters of all time. And at least they're hilarious. But when they did the live action movie, they look hideously ugly. They look horrible. I mean, there's no need for this movie to exist. They just look dreadful. They need to run a pretty good classic movie like this one. No one was asking for a live action Snow White. But no, they just want to pan out a pretty good classic fairy tale we know and love and somehow destroy it even more. So I refuse to go see this movie because I am just done with these live action movies. I'm just done for good. I am not going to see this movie whatsoever. So this is just me angrily talking about a live action film that nobody asked for, and I don't want to go see it ever. If I want to go see a pretty good live action movie, I'll just watch Minecraft the movie or the Smurfs movie. Actually, the Smurfs movie hasn't been released yet, but you see my point here. There's no need for this one to exist. Just to pad more money and just to drag on these scenes. And it's like 2 hours long of sheer pointlessness. Instead of like saving her kingdom, they're just goofing around, just doing their thing. And defeat the evil queen, what's up for all, blah 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 blah. We heard these stories so many times before. They just felt like they're just rehashing the same old plots we heard many times before. And they're just gonna keep on doing these for the rest of time. It just seemed like they didn't have much potential over these remakes. They're just doing the same thing over and over again. I already talked about like Peter and Wendy in my last Disney review, which might have been a year ago or months. Either way, there's no need for this one to exist. It's just them having more money toward your face because they're cash-grabbing, greedy sons of a guns. I just want you to suffer to watch these movies over again. And that they are just out of ideas. They're seeing no purpose for these ones to exist. If you want to watch a Snow White classic movie, just rewatch the old one. It's seen a lot better. There's no need for this one to exist whatsoever. Huge waste of time. I mean, there's no point of this to exist. I'm just done with these live action movies. These for good. It just seems so lifeless and have no point to exist. And just to ruin our favorite childhood stories. So, thank you all for watching. And I know lots of people on YouTube who probably like 2,000 or 3,000 people talking about this movie already the time it came out seem to not like it, but hate it the most way possible. And yes, I'm like one of those people who will say this movie was awful, and they just keep on cashing it in. And to quote Jeff Goldblum from Jurassic Park, at the salad. Thank you all for watching, and that my rant about this terrible live-action movie that nobody asked for. And their CGI abomination designs are dreadful. So make them hilarious. But you know what? You already know the rest. Goodbye for now.